Right, now, going to go into the main body of the Bergen. Now, pop the lid because it's two plastics. That's easy enough done. Like that. First things first, undo this. I added this clip on, just watch the Alice Pack preview review of this. Right, so German Army Gore-Tex, brilliant piece of kit, I like it. Some people don't, but I like it. It just doesn't make a lot of noise. Right, this thing here on a Bergen is just a small light that can be used for marking your Bergen at night, or if you put it onto that and flash it round, it's what's known as a buzzsaw in the military. It's an aid for rescue. Okay, so it's just, and it also aids you in finding kit in your Bergen at night. Right, this is a small takedown 40-pound draw bow. Right, now bearing in mind the idea is you're going to go and be living off the land, you are going to need some method of procuring food. Bigger bits of food the better, so like a deer or whatever. So you are going to need a bow, because I don't own a firearm, simple as, right? So bow it is. Right, next item of kit. This is my shelter system. Now this is a 3 metre by 3 metre DPM ripstop nylon basher. Right, they were issued for a while to certain units. I managed to purloin one, and I've kept it ever since. It since turns out they're actually made by a private contract firm here in the UK, and they do them in MTP and French CCE. So there you go. Yeah, that's just massive, and it's just bomb proof. It beats a DD hands down. You know, DD's ripped here, that one's just over engineered. It's got eyelets on it as well, it's brilliant. Right, next bit. Now, this is part of my food procurement kit. Now in here is snares, trapping stuff, some like conibear traps, that kind of stuff, you know, 110s, that kind of stuff, a fishing kit, and a small a gill net, basically. He says, oh, actually I lie, I took the gill net out. So yeah, the gill net's in here. Right, so that's just that. Basically means of getting food. Now I know there's rules and regs on it, but if you're going to be out there, you're going to need every single method you can to help you get food, because without food you are not going to last very long. So, you know, I understand there's rules and regs, so don't start going, oh, but I know. Right, simple. This is all hypothetical, right? So that's that one sorted. So there's that. Oh, there's my gill net. Right then, so other things I've got in here. Undo this. Right. German Army sleeping mat pad. They're not very thick, but this is going in a hammock. Right, and if I'm sleeping on the floor, I'm going to make myself a raised platform. Right, so that's that. Again, I could have a thermarest in here or whatever. But yeah, this is just me doing it as an idea. Next thing in here, I've got a right 1.5 litre Hygiene bottle with 15 foot of gaffer tape around the top. It's also got the pill lid on it, so if I unscrew that, right, that's the original lid there, the blue one, and this one here, that's your pill lid. So in there I've got water purity tabs and meds for me, and then there's a 10-foot length paracord on there should I need to lower this container into a body of water because I can't get to it. So if I put a small rock in the bottom to weight it down and then lower it down with the lid off, you'll be able to gather water that way. Alright, so there's that. Right, now then, what else have we got in here? As I'll be using mess, I've got a small mess bottle. I've also got a small mini meth Trangia burner in this dry sack bag. Now, let me just pull this out. Dry sack bag I'll pull out, I'll pull that out, and I'll pull that out, and that is, what else is in here? Right, and yeah, and I added a few more extra bits. Right, that's the bag. So, let me just hang that up out of the way. Right, so at the bottom of the Bergen, I've got this bag. Now, in this bag, I have a small Dutch Army issued collapsible bowl for washing, shaving, hygiene, and just general collection of water. These are cheap as chips, but I mean, that's just a brilliant piece of kit. I also have a proper US Army issued casualty blanket. This is the thermal protection on the floor to keep your heat, keep the cold off you. So again, a good bit of kit. These are 7 foot by 5 foot. You can actually use it as a tarp if you wish, but no, I'm just going to double it over and sleep on it. Simple as, with my German pad. And then I've got a couple of heavy duty rubbish bags. So there's that. That lives in the bottom of the Bergen. Now then, other things I've got, because I sewed an internal pocket with a zip into the front of the Alice pack as an afterthought, so I could put bits of paper in. Now, this is a laminated guide to British mammals, tracks and signs, so that's quite good. Now, in here also, I picked these up cheap on Amazon. They were going for like £3 each, so I thought, we'll blow it, I'll have these. So there's one on improvised trapping, and there's one on shelter, fire and water. They're Mr. Canterbury stuff, but it's all there, and it's waterproof paper, it's laminated, so you know, you find yourself in a crisis situation, your brain is going to be going at 1,000 miles an hour on just collect yourself, make yourself a cup of tea, sit down and read these and this, get your head together. And I've also got these things here. Now, these are got one on shelter building, got one on knots, I've got one on fire, I've got one on wayfinding, and I've got one on survival fishing. Now, they're just little laminated credit card sized booklets. I think that, yeah, like I said, yeah, they're made by UST, which is an American firm. It stands for Ultimate Survival Technologies. You can find these on any of the sites, Henny Hines, places like that. They've all gone. Good bit of kit, just reference material. Like I said before, you're going to be in a stressful situation. Also on here is a very small polymath atom light. Now, it goes white, and then when you turn it off, it glows green. Brilliant piece of kit. I just put that in there so I can read it at night. So that lives in there. This is more of my hunting kit. These are from Mr. Canterbury's shop. Now, people have done reviews on these, but I'm not quite sure about here in the UK. Now, it's a figure 4, basically. Get the gist of it. Alright. It's figure 4 dead from trigger. Pre-made. Just saves you having to faff around, carve and do whatever. Because at the end of the day, if you are bugging out or whatever, calories and your time is going to be important. So if you haven't got to make these, and there's 5 already in here, job done. Because carving one of these can be anything between half hour, 40 minutes to an hour, basically. So I just thought, blow it, went out and bought them. And the idea is, now that I've got some, I can make some more myself. So that's my theory for that, and then spread them out amongst a group of people that I'm thinking of just going with. So that's that. Now, right, stuff sack, dry bag, whatever you want to call it, useful for river crossing. This one, particular one, I've done a review on it. It's made by Snugpack, as you can see, and it's got this valve in it. So in here I have got spare pair of trousers. These are German Army ripstop ones made by Helkeloin. They're just a good pair of trousers. They've got the knee inserts in them and everything. So spare trousers, because if you go into the water you're going to get wet. You are going to need a spare set of clothes, right? Bearing in mind the clothes you're going to be wearing. Right. Bag here. I've never seen a video where anybody's put these in. Now this is a spare pair of boots. Now, these are a pair of Merrell trail boots. They're comfy, they're lightweight, they're Gore-Tex. Now I've shoved in the next pair of socks and a small candle lantern. It's just a UCO knockoff, but it's got UCO candles with it. Right, so there you go. That's that, and that just lives in there. It's in the sock and the boot to protect it, and then in the other one is a other pair of socks and some foot powder. Got to keep your feet in shape. If you're going to be on them all the time, you're going to need to keep them in shape. Right, simple. That's that. And then other items in here are a washing and hygiene kit. There's a microfiber towel in here, toothpaste, cotton buds, a comb, a mirror, spare stuff for my glasses, because I wear glasses, so there's screws, stuff like that, cleaning solutions for my glasses, some soap, and the soap is actually the camp soap that can do salt water and fresh water. It can also be used for your food, most important. And then is some more boil in the bags and food that I like. There's another bag of these on the other side. Put your food in your Bergen where you're not tempted to go and get at it, so you don't nibble on it, and when you do need it you've got none left because you've been picking at it all the time. So I've just vacuum packed it, so just, you know, take it out of the boxes, whatever, get all the stuff you like, whether it's mixed civilian and military. I've got brew kits in here, there's breakfast, there's another chem light, stuff like that. Right, there's also a spoon in here, and then my sleeping bag with spare clothing in it is there. Now that is a Gore-Tex bivvy bag, a diagonal zip one made by Survival Aids back in the day. I've got a Snugpack jungle blanket in here that I've sewn the ends up and put a zip on it, so it's another sleeping bag in its own. And then in there is a Snugpack kestrel, so all of that lives in there to go with my hammock, my basher and my German Army shelter mat. So basically that is everything that my little, but now on my points, before I forget, because I've just seen it there, tools. I have a Austrian Army shovel pick combo tool, entrenching tool, and I have cold steel cookery. They're my tools, and a small folding saw. Right, apart from the multi-tool that I'm going to have on my belt and that little other blade and a lock knife, that's it. And the contents of your jacket and what other gear that other people in your group that you're travelling with have got. This is my take on a bug out bag for here in the UK. Now, this is mine. It might be totally different to what you want to put in it. So, you know, comments gladly accepted. I'm, you know, big boy, not going to cry about it. But I'm just putting this out there as an idea. So anyway folks, this is me, Viking Mitch, signing out. Cheers.